What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode 2 of the Marvel card collecting and investing podcast with me, Ginger Man, Nick. And thank you for all those that listened to episode 1, really appreciate it. I've had a few messages, so yeah, thank you very much for all that reached out. And I thought I would just jump on today. I'll probably rip this onto YouTube and see how that goes, see if you guys like that. And I've got a kind of a play, more so just wanted to discuss a few things in Marvel and just in general and cards and things like that. And also I feel like I should say a little bit about me, because I missed a chunk out in episode 1, like what do I do, where do I live and stuff like that. So yeah, first of all, I live in the UK. I've quite a few listeners from the UK, so that's great, and America, I believe. I live in the Royal County of Berkshire, so near Reading, and yeah, obviously today is the 9th of April, and we've heard the sad news that the Duke, or the husband of the Queen in the UK or England, whatever you want to call it, has sadly passed away. So yeah, we're all a bit, well, some of us are, thinking about that. It's quite a sad day, and he's 99 years old. This guy, he's done a lot for this country, and yeah, quite relevant today. So bit sad, but yeah. So I live in the UK. I have a 4-year-old son, and he keeps me fit for sure. I work in a supermarket as a manager for a company that rhymes with Caitros. For you guys that live in the UK, I'll let you work that one out. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell, really. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that to give you a little bit more about me and who's behind the voice and the podcast. I hope that helps. So yeah, today I just wanted to talk about 1995 Marvel Fleer Ultra Xmen All-Chronium set. And I've kind of shown this on another YouTube video, and I've did a bit of Instagram work yesterday, and this one of the cards was included. Was a I always say it wrong, Archangel card from Xmen. So yeah, interesting set, and Xmen isn't as widely known as kind of the standard Marvel characters. So I've actually got Disney Plus, as most people do at the moment, and they've got most of the X-Men movies on there. So I've seen all of them before, but I wanted to go back through them in another order. So really interesting, some really cool characters in there, and the way they kind of come out in the first one is really cool. Can't remember if there's any X-Men movies coming up. I think there might be. Again, I did it in a previous episode where I said about what's coming up in terms of series and movies and stuff like that, so I might have to go back to that. I need to get my facts right before I jump on here, don't I? I need to provide you with some value. So yeah, these cards, really cool cards, really cool set, a big set. But the interesting thing for me, and I come at this from a slightly different angle. So you've probably all seen, if you're heavily into Marvel, the Marvel metal cards or metal blasters, or just generally anything metal is selling really well at the moment. And they are, the majority of them are the bigger characters. I'm just scrolling through 130 point just to have a quick peek. But yeah, most of them are the well-known characters in terms of the Marvel metal sets that they're selling. Yeah, in terms of PSA graded cards at the moment, and that's what I tend to look at in general. That's why that is the tippy top. That is the go-to in the hobby, as we call it. So yeah, those cards are really cool. I like the Marvel metal cards, and I've spoken about them before. They're a play if you can get them cheap, really good shape, get them graded. It's a no-brainer in my opinion. But these Fleer Ultra cards, I think, are really cool. So they've got kind of a bit of the same shine as a metal card. So I'm pointing like my card at the screen. and I'm just talking on audio, so yeah, this is not helpful. But yeah, it's a shiny card essentially, and it kind of reminds me of, in the sports card world, Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome cards. I would say 2007 Topps Chrome. And Topps Chrome is regarded a very, very popular set in near enough all years, especially baseball at the moment as well for some reason. But I really like the look of these cards, and I think they've got some legs. So, to be completely transparent, I've sent off a load, not loads, but I've sent off probably 5, 6 to be graded. I did it in the bulk sub because I wasn't, when I sent these, this was months ago, so I didn't want to take the risk too much, so I went for a cheaper option. But as I've kind of, been seeing the Marvel sales and tracking it, and you've seen some of my videos hopefully on YouTube. If you haven't, please visit Ginger Man Cards on YouTube, and please like and subscribe. Thank you. But yeah, I've kind of shown you what's been selling, what's hot and what's not. But I really see this as the next Marvel Metal thing. I know it's X-Men, but in terms of the style of the card, the look of the cards, I think they look cool. And I would obviously just go for the well-known characters in X-Men. So that would be my opinion on these cards. Something else I just wanted to talk about was, and I mentioned it in the first episode, is alternative assets. And I see, there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of podcasts that do the same thing, so I'm not going to repeat what other people are saying, but I see cards as an alternative asset, and that's why I'm bullish on them long term. Again, all my opinion. It could all completely die, not completely die, but it could all collapse. You never know. You never know what happens. All these things come in cycles, and that's the most important thing to remember, that everything comes in cycles. It's all about nostalgia factor, especially for me. I collected some of these cards when I was younger, but most importantly, I love the characters, and I love the Marvel brand. That's why I'm into Marvel cards. But yeah, that's just something I just wanted to touch upon, because I mentioned it in the previous episode. But it's a really important thing. Like you think about how big crypto is, how big Bitcoin is, how big NFTs are. NFTs are huge. Are going to be huge. I can see some stuff. I was thinking about a business idea as well recently, and you probably haven't tuned on into this to listen to me waffle on about a business idea. But what about if you bought? I'm talking about purely NFTs now. I don't know a huge amount about it. I understand the general concept of it. I have NBA Top Shots, which is, NFT, I assume, which is basically you're watching, you have a moment. So you basically have a LeBron moment where you see him dunking. It's like a little video, like 10 seconds long, and it's minted. It's like a serial number, so it will be like one of 7,500. So yeah, that's my understanding of NFT. I've still got a lot of research to do there. But what I was thinking the other day is, what if, and there's loads of companies are going to go crazy on this, and they're going to use it to their advantage. To think about loyalty schemes and things like that. But what if you buy a card and then you get a special moment, or I'm just doing it in terms of what I know and can see. Say you buy a Iron Man PSA 10 card, and then you get with it a special serial number moment, or it will be like a special, let's think of like Crypto Kitties, a special like avatar, or just something that's really, really, really cool and has scarcity to it. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of scope to that. Maybe that's a something I need to look into. I don't know. I'm not explaining it very well, but I just think there's a lot of scope to this NFT thing. And yeah, I don't want to bore you with NFTs because I'm sure you've listened to lots of people drivel on about them and how they're going to change the world and stuff like that. But I really do think that they're going to be big and there's a lot of scope. But how does that affect Marvel? The characters, I don't know. I just think it's going to be big. I really do. But the point I'm trying to make is people are currently, we're about to come out of a lockdown. Well, a slight easing in the UK here on the 12th of April, and people have not been spending money. Most people haven't been going out, etc., etc. And then people aren't putting money into savings accounts because they're getting 0.01%. It's just not worth putting money into it. So people are looking for different things, different ways, different things to put their money into. And obviously, cards, in my opinion, is one of them. Especially sports cards. Like, I'm in lots of groups in the UK, and yeah, it's just growing every single day. You can see it. You can see it everywhere. But things are changing, and that's why Bitcoin's booming. I don't know enough about Bitcoin, but I understand the concept and how it works. But yeah, just interesting times, and thought I'd just mention that alternative asset intel. Jesus Christ. I think it's the end of the podcast because I can't speak. But thank you very much for listening. And as always, please like, subscribe for more content to come. And please give me feedback. I really do appreciate feedback. Is this too long? Have I waffled? Have I not talked about? Just give me some feedback. It's really good to hear, and I'll try and listen to that. And yeah, thank you very much for listening.